Hey guys, if you're anything like me, you love waking up in the middle of the night, coming down screen, looking at your computer real quick, and just being like, my God, it did it. Well, big killer on Bitcoin didn't keep dropping after all. Man, this feels good. I hope you feel as good as I do this every morning. This video is going to be a little shorter than usual. Well, not too short, but a little bit shorter. This video is pretty much being dedicated to Hex and Hex alone. And Bitcoin. We got to talk about Bitcoin. But this is awesome, guys. And also, on top of that, I have 993 freaking subscribers. I want to thank you guys, every single one of you that subscribed. And man, I am so excited. I only need 7 more subscribers to hit 1,000. Will you be the one to make a difference in my life today? And probably make a difference in your life in the long run, believe it or not. Life is weird like that. But if you haven't had a chance to subscribe, please just hit the button. And if you can't do that for whatever reason, make sure you hit the like button. And always leave comments. I love comments. YouTube loves comments too. Just any questions, any statements, as long as it's positive energy. If it's negative energy, I don't need it. All right. Now, with that said, I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy on the internet with a passion for cryptocurrency. It is essential that you do all your own research. DYOR. Do your own research before making any and all financial decisions. All right, guys. Now, with all that said, let's take a look at these crypto bubbles. Man, it's like jumping in a pool of green. I love green. I hope you love green. I sure do. I can hear the bulls. I hear bulls. Let's hope they open the gates up and they take off. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at take a deeper dive into the overall crypto market here. Actually, before we even do this, my Richard Heart, the leader of HEX. Let me pull this up here. I should have had this already. He did an AMA, a video, a live video. Yeah, actually, that's where I should word it. Yesterday evening, or actually, it was in the middle of the night. And we're going to go ahead and listen to this. All right. It's about 7 minutes, 7 or 8 minutes long, roughly. But I'd rather have you hear things out of his mouth directly than you hearing it from me, if that makes any sense to you. Hopefully it does. But we're gonna have him play this, let you guys listen to it. And if you already heard it, just fast forward on the timestamps because I'm gonna use the timestamps. But then we're gonna start talking about Hex here. All right.
How's it going, everyone? Richard Heart here. Been a while since I've streamed. What do we got going on? Good progress on PulseChain and PulseX. Had a call with the devs, and PulseX is basically done. So can't wait to see what that looks like. I mean, they've got a pretty up the front end. But there's a lot of cool stuff they built that you don't realize matters, right? So you want the stats to work right, and you want the stats to show the right numbers. So in addition to just front end for PulseX, which is a Uniswap fork, you also need, the info site that shows all the pairs and all the APYs and all that. Pulse Chain, we're going to release a v2.5 testnet with sacrifice balances and the AMM bot run halfway on the ones that are already done. So the AMM bot's done for like Uniswap v2, Sushi Swap, um, and then we can have people testing the stuff earlier, and we can have, if any mistakes or bugs are going to get found, we can find them earlier. And so instead of waiting for perfect sacrifice balances and perfect AMM bot, we're going to release v2.5 quicker. It might be called 2B or 2.5. I hope it's not called 3 because people are so excited for 3 having complete AMM and complete for people, I might be talking Greek to a lot of you guys. Richard Heart here, founder of HEX, went up 1,000,000% in under 2 years, and that's before staking. Went up maybe 2x that if you'd been staked. And then I also am doing the world's largest free airdrop called PulseChain, and and that testnet's been running great for months. And we've also got an automated market maker called PulseX, and so we just want to make these things more accessible to testnet, because testnet right now doesn't have people sacrifice balances written, and it doesn't have the PulseX ecosystem with the automated market maker bot run that creates all the pairs and lets people trade in this really liquid environment. All really cool stuff. And other notes, everything is being banned in Russia, like everything. Rolex, Ferrari, Lamborghini, Pepsi, McDonald's, Coca-Cola, American Express, MasterCard, Visa. They've all turned off all their services in Russia. Very interesting. Kind of feel sorry for the Russian people, you know. It's not a great spot to be in when all the stuff that you like and use, or maybe even, you know, when you turn off McDonald's, it's not just people shopping there. They had, I think, 840 plus McDonald's there, but that's maybe 100,000 or 200,000 jobs right there. It's pretty rough. It's really rough. So I feel sorry for the Ukrainian people. I feel sorry for the Russian people. They're really in a rough spot, both those countries. It's unfortunate. You may have noticed that Ukraine's been trying to generate and has successfully generated around $40 million of cryptocurrency in donations, and they use those to buy weapons. So interesting. I think the world is understanding more and more the importance of cryptocurrency to get around censorship, because a lot of censorship is unjust and unfair. And as a great proponent of free speech and freedom of movement, both of which are enshrined in the First Amendment, they're being infringed upon all across this planet, and it's disgusting to me. I got a button my lion on here. Each one of these little animals comes with 4 little buttons. The person I was talking to earlier begged me to take them off, so I acquiesced, and it left me with partially unbuttoned animals, which I'm resolving as we speak. There we go. The lion's all buttoned down now. We got a lion, a leopard, a seal, and a rhinoceros. I think this is a rhinoceros. Got a horn there, buddy? Might be a hippo. It's pretty hard to look at the shoulder. What are you? You're a rhinoceros. There's a horn there. Let's take a look at chat here. So what else is going on? Yeah, I think the solution, I was showing you guys some of the math that goes into how much the automated market maker price fixer bot should invest in purchasing up the PRC20s. And I think the best edge detection is to 1000x the bid. And so whatever the equivalent amount of Ethereum is on the bid currently, you would just 1000x that in Pulse that's minted. It should still be quite low. It should be around 2.25% of supply. My original estimate was around 5 or 6% of supply. And so I can't wait to see like what the final numbers look like once that bot's run. Now the devs have the devs just get to run their own versions of this using a program called Heart HEX, where you can emulate system state and then fiddle with it. It's a really cool Ethereum tool. So, I don't have my own local Heart HEX to play with these numbers. Also, so we're trying to release that within the next week. The version 2B or 2.5, I'll call it 2.5. We're trying to release within the next week version 2.5 of the testnet. Not sure it's going to be called 2.5 though, because we use a canonical faucet.v2.pulsechain.com. Like there's a very specific canonical naming convention that we're using, and I don't know if 2.5 would break that, so you might use 2B. We'll see. Sorry for getting so technical with you guys that are new here. But guys that aren't new here, they prefer this technical talk. And so I think that, and by the way, on the sacrifices, I think where we're going to end up, or at least the best thinking as to where we'll end up on those, is that if you sacrifice coins that you should have, well, then those will be credited as, we've talked about. Nothing exciting there. But if you sacrifice stuff that you shouldn't have, and it was dumped for stables, then you'll just get the value it was dumped for. And that should catch a lot of these stupid coins that have taxes when you sell them, or coins with low liquidity. It should catch those cases. So that should handle just about everybody. Don't know what to do with all the guys that have been hacked. It's unfortunate. That's still a hard one. It's still in my mind. I haven't come up with a solution for that yet, guys. Don't get hacked. Don't give out your seed words to people. Don't give out your private keys to people. Don't connect to weird websites. Don't connect to fake websites. Don't fall for fake admins. Don't fall for people that direct message you. Anyone that direct message you is trying to scam you. Don't fall for fake giveaways. Don't fall for fake live streams that have a fake giveaway wrapped around the restreaming of a real live stream. Please, thank you. And also, learn English. It's an awesome language. It's very hard for me to help you if you don't speak English. It's very hard for anyone to help you if you don't speak English, to tell you the truth, because this is complicated stuff and it's mostly tooled and supported in English. So, what else do we got? So we covered PulseX, and yeah, people ask so many silly questions. Yes, PulseX is going to be deflationary. It's not. You're never going to get a new mint of PulseX. There's going to be no inflation, only deflation. What else? No devs quit. As a matter of fact, there's new devs you don't even know about. Yes, I am working on a replacement for MetaMask. Haven't hired anybody yet, but it's on the roadmap. Just quicker on the roadmap recently. I wish I didn't have to build everything, right? Like I wish I didn't have to build my own nation state. But the world sucks so much that you're just like, well, if the world's going to keep sucking like this, I guess I'm just going to have to pick these things off one at a time. And then the MetaMask thing, it's not going to delay anything. It's totally parallel. There's no delays. It doesn't affect anything that we're doing on PulseChain, PulseX, HEX, any of these things. Let's check chat real quick. Cardano sack sheet. Yeah, I know. We'll get it out there. I mean, we're really aiming to release the sacrifice sheets this week and to release version 2.5 this week of testnet. It was halfway, pretty decently run AMM and sack balances. Well, you guys want to see any cool stuff? Got cool stuff to show you. You've seen my Dolce & Gabbana funny shirt here. You've seen the Burberry bonnet. You've seen this bad boy already. But you haven't seen this Pulse Kellered Keepall. You can't get these wet. You can't fold them. It's leather. So, for this one, I think these are like $5,000, but maybe they're $4,500 or something each. Oh, how about this? I know you guys love unboxing videos. When the HEX price is 10 cents, down 80%, for you guys looking for a bargain, 80% off from all-time highs, HEX, 10 cents. How about a cheeseburger bag? You might actually be able to fit 2 small McDonald's cheeseburgers in there. Or maybe a can of Coca-Cola. Actually, I tested it. You can fit 1 can of soda in here. So, very useful item. This is Moschino, is the people who make this. Any other silly stuff sitting about? My $50,000 Louis Vuitton airplane bag. I think I might have already pointed it out. I've got some other stuff around here, but since I know you guys love unboxing videos when the price is down 80%, relight the candles. Too far away. Will there be a token associated with the MetaMask project? Will there be a sacrifice for it? I don't know, probably, but once again, not going to have anything. I want to get the things that we already have in the pipeline done and out. I do not want more coins. I do not want more tokens. I do not want more sacrifices. I want what we already have out and released into the wild. That's what I want. So you don't have to think about that or worry about that for months. Pulse and PulseX will be out long before that's a thought. So wish it was easier to buy in different exchanges. Just buy Ethereum and swap on chain, bro. You're going to get a better deal. If it was on other exchanges, when those exchanges got hacked, as we've seen, like Bitmark got hacked, and then boom, 12 million HEX gets stolen. Sucks, man. It sucks. So, It's nice that you can just buy Ethereum, use Ethereum. Now look, when PulseChain's out, the calculus is a little bit different. You are going to want to be able to directly buy that someplace. That's going to be nice. But like, let's get that mainnet out, right? I mean, we're so close, like so close. The snapshot for PulseX happened already? No. I mean, first, I don't even know what you mean. Like, what snapshot for PulseX? PulseChain has a snapshot. That's the thing, is people don't know what to call it. Some people get angry when you call it a snapshot. They call it a fork. But you're not... I'm okay with either term. They're both kind of applicable. So this new testnet will have a much more recent, maybe only a few days old snapshot. The existing testnet is a many months old snapshot. What I mean by deflationary, it means that new PulseX will never be brought into existence, and existing PulseX can be destroyed. Can you explain what the 3.69% inflation is, please? Yes. Since the entire circulating supply or unstaked supply of HEX is like 650 billion, you multiply that by 0.0369, and that's the amount of inflation that is credited to stakers over the course of the year. And because only about 10% of supply is staked, it makes the average APY about 37 or 40%. Show the diamonds. I haven't received the giant big diamond yet because I also haven't finished paying for it yet. I've paid for the vast majority of it, but because banks suck, taking time to pay the rest. It's very silly. That, by the way, is part of the reason why cryptocurrency is so good, because it solves that problem. Everybody curious, like HEX has dipped 70% like 7 times or something. So it's in the game. Everybody that you know that got like 1,000,000% or 500,000% or 50% returns, they sat through some really big dips. That's how it is, which is why it's written right on the site. The site will tell you straight up the cryptocurrencies dip 85, 95%, some of them, and some of them go on and make new all-time highs. And that's what HEX has continued to do. What are my thoughts on a centralized exchange earn or lend feature? Not your keys, not your coins, not your vault, not your gold. Wait till you find out about the counterparty risk of begging for your own money. That's what cryptocurrency was invented to get rid of. And every single time you give your coins, your keys to somebody else and have to beg, a lot of people lose a lot of millions that way. Well, I don't want to make this a long one, guys. I covered the best things. Go to hex.com, go to pulsechain.com, try out the testnet. Think about what you're going to do when the mainnet launches. Are you going to swap your Ethereum hex for PulseX? Are you going to liquidity farm the EHEX PHEX pair, which isn't called PHEX, it's just called HEX? There's a lot of interesting game theory going on. Get in the chats. All you guys that are asking for support happens in the chats. Just avoid the imposters, avoid the scammers that are going to direct message you. But that's where the support happens. PulseChain, PulseChain.com on Telegram, t.me/PulseChain.com, t.me/HexCrypto, t.me/PulseXcom. Richard Heart win on Twitter, Richard Heart.
All right, guys, welcome back. All right, so as you can hear, HEX is doing big things. Well, Hex obviously will do big things. I'm not sure you heard this part, but Richard Heart called it a fire sale, basically at 80% off. What is it at right now? Yeah, about 80%. It's because it's down 80%, but it's done that before. There's no worries. PulseChain is obviously done. I think they're talking about, you saw a testnet 2.5, which is huge. And there was some talk about PulseX being completed. And, the Ethereum wallet that they are going to be redoing. If you didn't hear that, because I'm not sure exactly where the timestamps were, but that Ethereum wallet that he wants to replace MetaMask, but it doesn't have to happen to release PulseChain. But anyway, so we're going to dive into the technical analysis. If you have not listened to his whole video, I suggest you do, but that was a good synopsis because the video was only like 15, 17 minutes long. All right. All right, so we're going to take a peek here at the overall crypto market here. We are in good standing as far as I'm concerned. Now we're going to pull it out some so you can see. I always like dragging it out. This is how high the market cap got at the all-time high. It was at $2.963 trillion, which is absolutely amazing. That was on November 10th. Wasn't even that long ago. Then we did a massive sell-off. Well, it was a big, massive sell-off in general. And we've been on a steady downward decline trend, a downward trend ever since. So, I mean, that it is what it is. You can't deny it. Let me open this up here a little bit. You can see that right now, the moving averages for, let me open this. Here we go. The moving averages on a 2-hour chart. Oh, man, that's a 4-hour. On a 4-hour chart for the moving averages, you'll see that the 20 days underneath the 100, the 50 days over top of the 100 day, and the 200 days right here. It's not perfect, but I do love seeing this 20-day moving average swinging upward. Very good sign there. And with the MACD chart right here, you'll see that we are definitely in bullish territory with the green crossed over right there. Bullish, bullish, bullish. All right, jump forward there. From there, you'll see the overall crypto market cap. We have a strong support right now at $1.64 trillion, while it's actually sitting at $1.811 trillion. Absolutely phenomenal. I love it, guys. I thought we might be dropping beneath the support line. I just didn't want to. I was hoping for the best because that would have took us down to a significant drop off, almost 40 points there. But fortunately, it did happen. It's held the line strongly at that. Now we'll jump forward to Bitcoin here because Bitcoin has a direct correlation with HEX. They're not completely decoupled. It's better than it used to be, but still affects the market. RSI on Bitcoin is on overbought. It's not a good day to buy Bitcoin, guys. Be careful with that. So remember, buy on bad news. When it was down, that was bad news. You'll see that Bitcoin bounced on this support line here, ducked underneath, but stayed over and blew back past it. So we have a very strong support at 38,865. And now we have good support over 40,468. Now the goal is to break past this resistance here. Once we break past this resistance at 45,000, if it happens, I know I'm excited like everybody. Actually, that's not true. The next resistance is right here at 42,350. So we're actually sitting at a resistance right now. I should have caught that sooner. So what we'll do is we'll just put a horizontal line there. Boom. We'll call it a day. We're going to see what it does. It actually looks like it's technically, you could say it's broke past that resistance, but I want to see it stay above it, if you get my drift, guys. So there's a lot of resistance lines. You got a secondary, and now, okay, the lowest resistance, the strongest support line will be 34,778. It bounced around at 38,865 for a while, blew past it last night. Then it passed the 40,068 support line, and now it has a new support line established at 41,841. And wait till we blow past this point right here. When we blow past the 45,000 point, man, let's just say it's good times. Actually, I think the next one would be over 50,000. Is that correct? Say 48,000. But that's one day at a time, right, guys? All right, so Bitcoin on a market cipher chart, my knockoff chart, the fear and greed indicator is looking very greedy, no doubt. Remember, buy when, as Warren Buffett says, be greedy when others No, be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful. Very important quote to remember. Market Cipher has Bitcoin super bullish until the distant future, hopefully. You see there's a change here of previous trend, and it's taken off. Bullish continuation, buy signal. It's looking good, guys. Let's look at the 2-hour chart for Bitcoin real quick. For Prosperity 6, looks excellent. There is a little bit of a bearish continuation right here, but I'm not worried about that. We are looking good. Plus, people are going to take some of these profits, all these traders out there. Now we look at the Ichimoku chart here. It had predicted. It turns out that this one was accurate. I wasn't sure yesterday, but I'd be damned. It went green in this cycle. So this chart may be a good one, guys. Look, this green is good. This one, wasn't so great, but boom, we went greenish. So let's see if it comes true with this red area here, which is very possible because I can see profit taking at this point for people. I mean, for Bitcoin, it moved, 8.96%. I can see the short sell. Well, shorts are probably in trouble. The longs are happy. You know how it goes. All right, let's see what we got here. I think we just talked about the support line and all. RSI is good for Bitcoin. Oversold. Volume is actually moving on a downward side for Bitcoin right now. Everybody on the East Coast of the U.S. is just waking up. By the way, it is March 9th, 7:16 a.m. on the East Coast of the U.S. of A. All right, let's take a look at HEX real quick, guys. HEX. According to the market cipher chart, HEX is still on a downward trend. There is the fear and greed indicator is looking nice down here. It's getting a little greedy, but there was a signal here for possible market manipulation. But HEX is not looking that great right now. As Richard Heart said, it's a good opportunity to purchase some HEX for 80% discount. HEX is currently sitting at 10 cents, 10.8 cents. That makes sense. All right. But HEX is still definitely on a downward trend, guys. There's a bullish continuation, manipulation, short signal, bearish continuation. Nothing to get excited about, guys. Let's look at the 2-hour chart. Oh, wait, that was on a day chart. I thought that chart was a little harsh. Let's look at the 4-hour chart. That was a day chart, guys. Let's look at the 4-hour real quick. I'm sorry. 4-hour has HEX slightly enter into the greedy scheme of things. There appears to be some manipulation. You got the manipulation right here. It's very bearish, so it's still on a very strong downward trend. But hopefully this Bitcoin excitement / hopium will spill over eventually. Always does. My family's whispering. No reason to whisper, guys. I am interrupting your time in the morning, and I apologize. They're getting up, but I had to do this video. I didn't want to wait, guys. The Bollinger Bands, you see that HEX is bouncing on the bottom line here, which is on the oversold side of things. So it's approaching the middle, so it's not great, not bad, if you get my drift. Let's see what we got over here. All right, this is HEX with the moving averages. Moving averages look like caca. You got 20-day, 50-day, 100-day, 200-day, all in that order. It looks like crap, guys. Let's look at the 2-hour chart. Maybe it's a little better, a little bit more sensitive for us. Not much better, guys. Moving averages look horrible. That death cross happened a while back, and it's continued that same death cross mentality. Started around February 15th. Now, the MACD chart is showing it entering into a bullish area here. We have to see what happens, but that does not. This actually lags behind the market. Gotta remember that. Now, over here with the, I'm getting respect for this Ichimoku chart here, and it has it going down. So, yeah, guys, remember this chart here leads the market by the 9th, the 10th, the 11th, the 12th, and the 13th. So it's roughly 4 days. And for HEX, it's predicting 4 days of red. And it's been pretty accurate thus far. I'm kind of impressed because I just started using it. I'm liking it, guys. I'm straight up liking it. There's no other word I can use for this. Now, as I promised, this is a short video. This is all about HEX. But I got to throw something in there real quick. Sorry. Power City, they're staking. You can still, don't forget to stake with Power City. I'm amazed that some people don't know about it yet. like I didn't know about Hedron. It is in day number 3 on the 9th, while you can still get the best ratios. Okay, what is it? 2-for-1 ratio. All right. So you make sure you want to stake. It has all the rules. It tells you what you can and can't stake and all that good stuff. I've got to make sure I get this done. And I don't remember Hedron's sitting out there. Hedron's doing pretty nicely, actually, sitting out there. So don't sleep on Hedron. I got a nice little bag. I'm actually in profit. I'm pretty happy, guys. So Hedron has, as I like to say, it has some wheels on it. So you still have a chance to take part in the bonus drops. Right now it's at 8. It's at an 8 multiplier and 8 times multiplier in 8 days, 11 hours. So anyway, look into Hedron. I saw a ton of videos out there about them by now, so I don't want to waste too much time. If you want to try, okay. Sorry, I just saw breaking news pop across on screen. Kremlin says the U.S. declared economic war against Russia. All right, guys, I found the article. I promised this was going to be a short one, but I think this is too important to ignore because the world is a very scary place right now. Kremlin says United States has declared economic war on Russia. President Joe Biden imposed a ban on Russian oil and other energy imports. The Kremlin said on Wednesday that the United States had declared economic war on Russia, and Moscow would think seriously about what to do. President Joe Biden imposed a ban on Russian oil and other energy imports. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov said Russia had been, is, and would be a reliable energy supplier and pointed out that energy flows continue. But you see the bacchanalia, the hostile bacchanalia, which the West, I do know what that means, guys, which the West has sown, and that, of course, makes the situation very difficult and forces us to think seriously, Peskov said. The United States definitely has declared economic war against Russia and is waging this war, he said to Reuters. So, it's getting really bad over there, guys, financially for Russia. And the only thing that makes me nervous is how a wild dog acts. Now, I'm not saying all Russians are wild dogs. Putin, how an animal. I don't want to call him an animal. I just don't know what he's doing. I don't want to call him an animal. But I just like to know what they're thinking. It's got to be more to it than what they're saying. Now, with this article that I do find suspicious, guys, and there's a lot of questionable stuff, this just popped up in Russian on the bottom of my screen here. It was like just a little commercial ad. But why would an ad jump up in Russian? Here's one right here. You see that? That's never, ever happened. Now, I'll see why. Because this is, I'm so stupid. This is from India. This is India news, which is fine because it's all good. But anyway, guys, so it might get nasty. Economic. Cyber attacks. This puts U.S. in danger. Cyber attacks. If they feel like U.S. has claimed war on Russia, they could go after us with cyber attacks. So that's my theory. That's my fear. All right, but that's it for this video, guys. Remember, 7 subscribers is all I need. Please leave comments. Please leave likes. Always hit like button. You have no idea how much that matters to YouTubers. And if you have not had a chance to subscribe, please subscribe. And until next time, after I read this article, stay safe. Stay very safe, guys. All right. Peace out.